Gaming time, eh? I'm gonna wait for the title screen so I don't butcher the name. Oneirium. There we go. Time to get my hands on Oneirium. Get the cursor out of the way, thank you. Oh, slightly Bloodborne-esque looking character over there. Hunter. Settings. You can go slightly higher. One of the rare instances where I actually gotta go higher in volume at the very start of the game. Other options. Ooh. I never really use these kind of filters myself, but I do like the inclusion of them. Shake intensity. Typewriter effect. I heard that there's plenty of people that hate the typewriter effect for some reason, so it even is starting to become an option, yeah, in settings to be disabled. To be given as a choice to be disabled or not. New dream. Stylish. Just a good looking title screen over here. Wake up. Oh, I see. Fair enough. Getting out of my fantasy there. My dream video game. One thing that I noticed quickly checking the Steam page is that the game just gives me very heavy Blasphemous vibes sometimes. The first game at least. Where some of the art just looks so similar. Move, jump. Bum. What kind of nightmarish role have I gotten myself into? I'm gonna try to refrain from comparing this game to Blasphemous, but yeah, like I said beforehand, a lot of the art just reminds me of that game. It'd be nice if I could get to hit something immediately while giving this tutorial, instead of just giving the option to hit the air. Crouch. And attack upward, yep. Guess I'll feel how it is when I actually get to hit something. Roll. Pause. Restore last dream. AKA loading a past save file. Oh, mirror, mirror on the void wall. What horrors will I see? Where the sun is silent. You wanna tip your fedora for me? Jump down from platforms. Yep. Where's that? Looks like a parry, potentially. It's a slightly rough looking screen over here. Is it the slow motion that is giving me that vibe, or something else? I'm not sure. Maybe because it's so zoomed in, plus the slow motion effect kind of making all the art style not be presented in the best way possible. Some enemies can be parried if timed right. You can also roll or backstep to dodge most attacks for a short period. Backstep also has a counter attack window by pressing attack. Okay. How do I backstep? LT. Okay. So I can roll, I can backstep, and I can parry. Look, 3 means of avoiding damage. It's a different amount of risk to each one of them, I suppose. Hello, sir. Can I parry range though? Whoop. Range attack. Contact damage is slightly awkward. Because you get this huge blood splatter on your own character without even getting hit. But... well, by just getting touched by the enemy's body. Can I parry a projectile is what I'm interested in. Mm-hmm. You got a flame attack. Your melee attack looks very rough as well. More like you kind of shimmy in place than actually trying to hit me. That was something I wanted to say. What was it? I forgot. Ah, the blood splatter effect. Get the cursor out of my screen. Not that much. Maybe have slightly different visual feedback when you are actually getting hit by an enemy attack, when you're all taking contact damage to not have those two blend together. Heal myself, thank you. Did it work? Not entirely sure then. Was that not a healing potion? Magic potion, yeah. More stamina, whatever the purple bar is, and why can't I use this one? Am I out of them? Is that what you're trying to say to me? Maybe, I don't know. Not entirely sure. Break illusionary walls. Can I just touch them? As well? Probably not. Bum, bum, bum. One frame climb up. Character teleporting in that case. Interact. Harness arcane powers to aid your journey. Bind skills in inventory and switch between skills used in the action bar at the bottom of the screen. Okay. That's not how I'm gonna be opening up my inventory, I suppose. There we go. Bind to use. Okay, plus candle, sanity restoration. With wax, bathed in moonlight. Sweet fragrance, calms restless minds and restore. How do I read the full box there? View. There we go. Cool, cool. If I actually want to read all of it. Get your map. And your switch class. A gun. A bow. Apparently there's different classes. Arcane. Even from the very beginning of the game I can potentially switch to them. Equip. I guess that means it's actually equipped now, or? No. Does seem to be some sort of ammunition system. Yep, smaller load time, okay. Oops. I'm gonna click that button instead of opening up the menu. Curious how well the different classes are balanced with each other. With ranged being OP, A lot of times in these kind of games. Ooh, that's a lot. Definitely did not expect you being able to change your weapons this early on in the game, so have you decent taste. What did just happen? I have no idea. I'll give you a taste of different builds and playstyles. Does the gun require health in order to be used? And I killed myself by using it, or... Some UI work to be done here and there. Like maybe highlighting what is currently equipped. Especially when I equip something new and general things like that. Call an ambulance, but not for me. Going with the meme route, fair enough. So the gun just kills me? Alright then. I do. Can never click in the gun again. Debated myself into leaving this universe. There we go. I'm so used to the options button, opening up my inventory or things like that. Using the DualShock controller, so. Options, share button. Share, opening up the menus. What about Arcana? Why did you drink my potion? You are locked in a pretty long animation with the arcane one. What's that? Celestials restored. Okay. Because that's my corpse. Please don't click that button. Hold on, I want to check something real quick. Equip the gun. Use it. Get myself killed. Everything's just a dream. If you really wish to believe that. We're all in the Matrix, eh? Open up my arcane stuff. And if I attack now, then... all good. Never mind. Some sound effects when you're switching items on the bottom tab there. General game feel things. Can hide behind slime. Spooky, spooky slime. Yep. Who needs to parry when you can just shoot their asses? This is not gonna respawn? Sad. Just want to try out my staff on them. Use currently, Yeah, I'm so used to games usually also show when your item use amount on the select box as well on the bottom. And I thought because it's highlighted like this that I can still use it, but no. I gotta switch an item by looking down here what I want. Then I gotta look up to see if I can even use it, if I have ammunition for it. Kinda awkward that way. Or well, do the reverse. Instead of maybe getting that information in the same place. Do not have to eyeball from one side of the screen to the other. He's currently selected skill. I do not have any skills equipped at the moment, at least, I think. Let's change that real quick. These are skills, passive 3, traits, yep. Maybe make the point text box smaller. Otherwise, at first glance, it seems like it's a part of the stats that you can level up as well. Journal empty, quests none, stats. Cool, next page. Lifesteal. Draw vitality from those who fall before the code that weapon and venom is distilled from nightmare themselves for a moment, so... For a moment's brief. Each strike develops agonizing corruption. 0 plus 0 final damage per tick. Maybe if I level up, then it's gonna actually show some damage numbers there, but as of now. Doesn't really look like I'm gonna get anything from them, huh? Oh, this one shows damage, okay. Or at least some numbers that are not only 0. Same with that one, alright. Sacrifice your own blood. Briefly untouchable as darkness fills your presence. Lots of variety with skills as well from the very beginning. I don't know how good any of these are, but theoretically, you get some fancy stuff over here to choose from. Void spears it up from the ground and you're awake, impaling pursuers. This sounds kind of fun, but I don't need to actively manage myself. Auto passive. Points available. 1%. Sure. Two points to unlock row 2. Can keep on investing in it because it has multiple levels. Fair enough. Do I have 1 point in here. Each point of strength raises the following max HP, lifesteal, but lowers. Ooh. Not only is it beneficial, but you can also reduce other stats by investing. Interesting. Lowers evade. It's a very small negative though. 0.08%, 0.15%. You put 1 point into dexterity and now you have already offset a lot of it. Max HP, lifesteal. Each point of dexterity raises following critical damage by 1.25. Basic critical homing accuracy. Wait, but I don't care about crystals. Thank you. He says as he's wielding a staff. I just want to see how it feels to hit somebody with that thing. The Nightmare. An ancient monument pulses with eldritch energy. Those who offer their sanity to the astral may unlock hidden pathways within their mind, gaining deeper mastery over their abilities. How much sanity do I have? Is that the 100 one on the top right? Hidden pathways within their minds. Sure. 5 knowledge points. Can only do it once apparently, okay. And I'm guessing, yeah, checkpoints, alright. And by now the game has gotten me through the whole thingamajig, I suppose. All the main systems have kind of been introduced to me. Level 1, right? No, still 0. Don't have that. What's this do? Sanity restoration, okay. So I have points here now, yep. Since I spent some of my sanity. Apparently I have 0 sanity at the moment though. Unlocked node, yes. Frenzy chance and damage. I don't know what frenzy is. Melee attack damage. Regenerates HP when low in health. And here I get different classes as well. Yeah. Agility, movement speed. Someone's allied during boss fights. What? Damn. It's like a summoner class. Max mana, direct still expands to contain greater tides of the astral's power. Cool. Yep. 3 playstyles. Give me melee damage. What? Me 6% increase. Thank you very much. Bum 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 bum. Somber track. Going together well enough with the dreamlike nature of this whole place. What just happened? I have no idea. Did I teleport somewhere? The void, okay. Mystical statues that apparently I should not be maybe touching. Hello, who are you? Are you gonna turn into a big monster? Hey, there we go, nice. I don't know why you turned cold pink there suddenly, not pink but purple, but void marks fractured witness. It's a very lovely design. Do I get a void? Can I roll through that? Okay, the man's gonna slap me, but he has big arms. Do I gotta hit this in the center? Little yin yang symbol. Here's an annoying thing. If I jump, attack. Can I recreate it? If I lock myself into a jump or attack animation with this stuff and click roll, sometimes it goes in the opposite direction of my directional input. AKA, I jump attack, try to roll to the right side, but instead the character rolls in the opposite direction. going against what I want him to do. Not very nice of you. Probably heal. Thank you. How much does it restore? Like 40%, I guess. It doesn't even happen only when jumping, apparently. Also when standing still. It's like it doesn't register my directional input. It's annoying. This happens with the staff. Well, lets me mess around with the staff. Not too intrigued by it. Then again, I've never been too much into ranged weapons in these kind of games. Just feel like the sword has the best feedback though. But how it feels to swing, the sound of it. Not getting locked in animations in an awkward way. That dodge thing though still is there though. Ignoring my directional input. Sad. So does these hands in front hurt me, or is that just to protect them? Guess that's just for protection, right? That's one of the things that I loved about the first Blasphemous game. Just the boss designs. Reflect. Okay. This feels like it's coming out of nowhere suddenly, but eh. Take that back. Right where it came from, okay? I don't even want to know how reflecting these feels like on the ones. It's so slow attack speed. Good luck with that. Yep. Love the boss designs in Blasphemous 1. The big monstrosities. And how they... Well, most of them have been really disfigured in monstrous ways. Same going on in here. Love this guy's design. And it very well might end up being my favorite part of the game that I'm playing here. Nightmare consumed. Back to another hand. Scratched my nose and then fell unconscious. Must have poked a little bit too deeply in there. Cradle of the Deep Wayne. Keep your sanity high to avoid hallucinations and madness. Stay in well-lit areas, avoid unnecessary combat and use loose candles to restore sanity. Stay in light. Would this count as light? Secrets, perhaps. 83 sanity. It's a very slow-moving elevator. I guess it's there to enjoy the visuals of the game, but still. I'd rather just have a faster elevator. Hello. Is this considered a valid area? I hope I will know when the darkness is prominent. Hello. You stand out. Character close-up arts. Portraits? I don't know what I would call these. Imbue weapon. Can I imbue them with something? I do not have any kind of materials for you. Do you have any quests? Into the catacombs. I say they're just misunderstood. I mean, it still can be both, no? Found things by misunderstood or spirits. And see if you can find these catacombs. Bring me proof you were there by marking your dream map. And I'll reward you. Thank you. Is it accepted now, or? I can even feel it in your... It in the heat you exhume. I've seen warriors shattered, but metal... It always remembers how to hold. Yep. So now in my journal, can I see a quest or something to indicate that I am on my way to the catacombs? I guess not really. Oh, here. Cool. You can quest type unknown type. Acquired amount 1 in progress. Alright. Get my little info dump. Can I even talk to you? You're not like the others, you look at me like I'm still whole. Torture devices. Somebody really must have gotten tired of all listening to you, huh? For comfort, warmth, and something more if you wish. Let me touch your soul just long enough to make you stronger. Even broken things can still bring pleasure. Whatever you say. I want to see you again, but I want you to be stronger. An old friend of mine resides cabins below. Encounter him. Speak to him for a while. Get to know him. Just be sure to return to me after. I will always be waiting. You're not alone. I will always be here waiting for you. Is that like my shrine maiden? Shrine, oh? Celestials. Next level cost. Yeah, I guess so. Shrine maiden. Man. You can level up armor? Damn. I can't redo my changes here, sadly, but auto cancelling fully out of the menu, it seems. Unfortunate. Apologies. What's the most valuable stat to level up here, I wonder? Number-wise, range damage. Melee damage seems somewhat similar. Arcane damage. Vitality, that really depends for how much I am getting hit by monsters. Mana depends on how much I use by skills. Armor, evade. That's a big evade increase. Anyway. Melee. Even more. Insufficient celestials for additional level. Yep. I'm guessing the auto ability that I have now actually doesn't really work too well against a couple of enemies. What's the timing on it? So basically instantly attack after hitting the side step. Fair enough. And you are? Isola, the thread bound. I think I see your other eye in your form here now, so slight misalignment there. Well, can I? It's which eye is it? Your right eye? Well, how your angle it is making it hard to see your right eye from this point of view, but That looks like you do have that eye. No, well, it's picky. You move awkwardly, but you are not broken yet. I'm gonna be broken any moment now. In the very next room, I'm gonna get my bones broken by the next enemy. Miracle fragment. I like their whispering. Anyway, you got 2 quests for me even. Kill some monsters. Something ancient roams in the umbral depths. Cool. I almost didn't get enough enemies to fight before I was already battling a boss. Didn't really get to experiment too much with my other weapons. And then, well, there's the gun just outright killing me. Hello. You look pretty well, you look higher detail than my own character, kinda. With all the shadow work on your tail and whatnot. Damn. Can I steal your skin? Bronze lantern. Okay. So. Oh, cool. Somebody tells me they're not gonna be able to do much to me if I just constantly backstep. Let's see. Oh, okay, he actually hit me. Then again, I kind of dodged back into the attack myself. Some sort of madness, so sanity effect triggering, I'm guessing. Mirror shards. Blasphemous visuals with Bloodborne world building ideas. Inspirations, possibly. That's how I would describe this so far. How deliciously tragic. Why not curl up and rattle like the rest, or do you like being watched? Awakened one. Silent now, are we? And then allow me to make you scream. Are you gonna be one of my main, or at least initial villains? Maybe I should just go into mirrors in and out. Gonna end up in a place that I regret going to. Sadly, there's a crow-like beast waiting for me. Thank you. Nixia's Providence. And what is a Nixia's Providence? Sacred vessel touched by Nixia, goddess of the night, perform her rite at the candelabra to carry additional healing wells. Okay, heal increase. Big pickup. Perhaps can be reconstructed. Okay. Lantern containing very small amount of celestials. You get your souls, basically. Reveals number 09. What am I supposed to do with that? Why would I bind this? Guess it doesn't even allow me to bind them. Because the items aren't for that purpose, huh? Or... So slot and press A to assign. I guess that's kind of going on there. The binding of all items that don't really have necessarily an active use. Okay. 2 points to invest. Strength, thank you. And here you can't revert. Like in the level up screen. So I feel like maybe let the player do that. So that both screens kind of act in the same way. For consistency's sake. Go back in. Hello, Bazaar. You're gonna be a shopkeeper of some kind, eh? Well, I was about to say you're gonna bombard me with a lot of quests earlier, but no, this dude doesn't have any. Found. I'm sure. Second one is vitality. At least in the shop you could use this extra space on the left side to give me the full description. Otherwise, I need to press view in all of these. Well, maybe not on all of them, but kinda. Read the full text. Wouldn't mind just having the full box be viewable at all times on the left side. Comprehend astral. Backstep lunge, stagger falls. So I kind of wanted to have these two, huh? For my backstep lunges to be beneficial. Not gonna get it off loot to actually buy them, but looks like a good fit. Hollow Station. Did I come here for nothing? Looks like a dead end. Yikes, okay. What if I jump down? I cannot jump down. Went through the little loading screen. Camera pan for nothing. There seems to be plenty of depth when it comes to what your own character can do. But I feel like the bottleneck is then gonna be the enemies. And their more simplistic nature won't really let them keep up with you. That's my guess, maybe, of what I might experience the further I go into the game. Especially since it seems like the animations most of the time are gonna be quite limiting with what they are showing. So you can't really express much as well how the enemies act. So you gotta be really careful how you telegraph enemy moves and whatnot. The animations are limited, very limited frames. Kinda like with the spider I fought at the beginning of the game. Gotta just stood still, and that counted as attack. Dormant essence, dormant. Well, not really dormant here. bunch of menus there that I can't do anything with. You put in a lot of personality though with character designs and save station designs. So in that regard, the game does have a heart. Hopefully one that is not being kept in a glass jar like that. That I gotta go around and destroy. Hello. Can I deflect that? Or is it just a very specific partial that you can deflect? Slaying grinding vile. Whoop. Did I kinda clip in the upper platform? Kinda, yeah. Then the camera gets a little bit fidgety. Fair enough. Is there fall damage? Doesn't seem like it. Whoops. You do so little damage. I'm stuck. I am stuck? No! Didn't matter if he does very little damage, apparently. That's enough to poop me off of a platform that I'm climbing on. How did I get hit there? Yeah, the animation doesn't really fit his attack either here, it seems. Looks like I get hit by nothing visually. How am I full health? How am I full health? Very spiky lower on the bottom. Careful not to... Ow. Not fall into that. He hit me while dying. Pretty sure at least. His attack was still active while he was in his death animation. Ba 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 ba. There are holes here and there to indicate traps, so that's just me not paying enough attention to. The environment. Hello. Look at the transformation effect. Holy moly. It's a lot of effort being put into that enemy. Man, good stuff. What am I gonna get there by? Did the eyeballs actually hurt me or what wasn't? I'm not even sure at this point anymore. Heal me. Maybe the madness has something to do with it. Execute. How's this look? Yep, a lot of work being put into this as well. Like, this is just pure blasphemous wall over here. Visually, it's not exactly one for one, but very similar. At the end of the day, it's just climbable walls, but resemblance is uncanny. Then it just splooges are going on your screen. Incredible. What am I picking up? Oneirium Fervor. Some of the architects were kind enough to put a little drainage there on the bottom for the lava to flow into. Very kind architects. Bum 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 bum. I guess I cannot. Oh, I can go up there. Can I go down? So there's maybe an invisible wall. Not an invisible wall, but a breakable wall. I think I'm done here. My final thoughts are that I hope the game gets more polished in the combat department, because it feels like it might be a game that's got a very strong art side, very strong well, yeah, art style mainly. The care that is being put into designs for all the characters, how they look visually for the enemies, their animations as well, at least the complexity of them. But like I said, the finisher here and there, that lady that got totally brutalized during her transformation. A lot of attention, a lot of care being put into that, and I feel like it might be a little bit what's the right word? The combat side of the game might be letting down the art side of the game. There we go. Since that's more janky. Might be a case of maybe the game is also trying a little bit too much, more than it can chew on. With 3 distinct, well, I don't know how distinct, but distinct enough playstyles. And so many abilities already from the very get-go that maybe it's not gonna be able to juggle all of them where they feel equal as possible to play. Whereas if maybe the focus was only on melee, then you can make sure that the melee is as good feeling as it possibly can be. That's kind of my main thoughts here. Fever Dream visuals, fitting with the theming and whatnot. I wonder if the longer I play, the more it might feel to me like excuse to have nonsensical designs. Like the platform placement, enemy placement, obstacle placement, feeling all over the place. That can be explained then by in-universe reasons. It's all just a dream, it's madness, it's all this, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna be a satisfying gameplay experience from that regard. I don't know if that would be the case if I play this for longer, but I have some not doubts, but I have a sense that it might turn into that if I played it for longer. Anything else I want to be mentioning? Sound design? Sounds solid. Sound effects, the music. Nothing for me to grab out and pinpoint to there. That's my rambly way of doing things here in my videos, recordings. Alright, I'm done. Good luck, have fun, cheers.